Well, we're talking about your assignment. Every person is born with a destiny. Every person is born with a specific assignment or a calling on their life. There's something unique that God has specifically crafted you to do. Well, we talked in our last session about the knowledge of God. What does God know about you? And I'm reminded of this very interesting passage in one of Paul's writings where he says that we have to cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against what? Against the knowledge of God. What's he talking about? Well, he's talking about there are images, imaginations, there are pictures, there are beliefs that become formed in our heart through time, through experiences, through traumas, through difficulties, and we begin to see ourselves differently than the way God sees us. We begin to know something about ourselves, watch, that God doesn't know about us. And so what I'm wanting to encourage you to consider today is, what are the images, what are the pictures, what are the imaginations that you have about who you are, about your assignment, about your work, about your calling, that may not be aligned with specifically what God knows about you. And if there are pictures, if there are imaginations, if there are images that have formed in your mind that you are fixated on and you're therefore working toward that are not aligned with what God knows, then guess what has to happen? The Bible tells us that we have to cast down those images. That's not something we pray that God will do for us. It's something that we have to actually address. We have to acknowledge it, understand what the conflicting belief is. We have to cast down imaginations and every high thing that has elevated itself into our visual range that is not in alignment with what God knows to be true about our assignment. I want to just challenge you again today. There is something specific, something supernatural, something beyond what you have imagined to this point in your life that you can do, something that you can accomplish, some sphere of influence that you are called to make a significant impact in. And if you are fighting against limiting beliefs or wrong beliefs concerning who you are, then you're not moving toward that assignment. You're actually moving away from it. So cast down, grapple with, get a hold of, and pull down anything that has raised itself up in your line of sight that is against what God knows about you. My name is Brian Holmes, and we welcome you. We thank you for joining us on this segment of Monday Mastery. We'll see you again very, very soon.